turn, baby, on the summer night. A shot of love and a spark of laughter breathe. Stars align and the month times night burn like a dried out leaf. Are we leaving on the next train, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now I ain't missed a 9 to 5, I don't hear it in my song. I'm gonna pull my weight, don't get me wrong. Brand new start and a whole new part, they are big old shoes to fill. I'll be there on that platform, babe, you know I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush of life, you'll never find its match. So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by default in the time of a single beat. We're leaving on the next train, babe, so take your seat. All right. Come on, let's ride this train. Yeah, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Let's ride this train now.
All right, let's ride this train now. It's been a hell of a ride today. Hi, I'm Tom Kovichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things, and I got to do this thing manually here because since I changed some of the things on here, it doesn't come out by itself. So there we go. All right, so we're a little early today, and you ask, why is that? Well, apparently, up in Bar Mills, Maine, they didn't have any internet service. I think what Artie said was they have Spectrum up there, and their internet went out today, and they said it wouldn't be back on until after 10 o'clock tonight. So they did a short thing from their iPhone on Facebook announcing that they wouldn't be on tonight, and they would try to do it tomorrow. Spectrum let them know that they would be back on tomorrow, so we'll see. And so we'll see what happens. And you know what? I didn't get the WD-40 out yet. I've been really busy. What is the name of the blues song you played earlier? That's a good question. Hold on a second. Let me put this up here. Boom. There you go. What is the name of that blues song that you played earlier? What did it sound like, huh? Okay, I'll have to look that up because I have it on the other computer. But what are the words? I don't think I have it in the playlist here. I haven't added it to the playlist, but I'll get it for you. No, I don't have it here in the playlist for the background music, but I'll find it somewhere. I have to go on that computer to go into my editing software where I edited that clip to find out what the name of it is. I can go on Epidemic Sound, but I download probably a couple hundred songs, so I wouldn't know which one it was. I'd have to, yeah, I'm a few bars. There you go. All right. Okay, so anyway, I want to say hello to everybody. Scott Wimble Train, how you doing? Edward Caddy, Charles Greason, how you doing there? Schuylkill River Valley, how you doing today? Okay, Humanity, or if you want to say it, Human City. I call them Humanity, but which one is it? Human City or Humanity? I call the C silent because it's in brackets. Caboose 121. Anissa Johnson, how you doing? Iron Horse Route D and RGW from I want to say Biloxi, but it's not Biloxi, is it? It's the next town up, isn't it? Okay. All right. Who else we got here? Cat Nuts at Southern Yankee Railroad. All right, Cat Nuts. All right. We got Cat Nuts. William at New Ferris Railroad. How you doing? Sean McGee. Good to see you here tonight. Who else do we have? Andy Ambrose. All right. Dwight Curley. Good to see you here. Sterling J. How's it going, Tom? It's going fine. Z Fantasy Trains. Good to see you here tonight. Who else do we have here? Midsummer Railway in Scale. How you doing, Greg? Good to see you. Andy Ambrose, Bernard C. Okay, CV Railroad in HO Scale. All right. Drew Dudes, Model Trains. Good to see you. All right. Who else do we have here? Is that everybody? Dragon Lover. How you doing? 68. All right. I knew I seen you in here. Okay. Who else do we have? Okay. And I got an error message from YouTube. I've been playing around with this. My internet connection here is bad. And it says, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience it. And it... ... I guess it didn't have enough room to put the rest of it in there. Okay. The High Plains Railroad. How you doing? All right. And Jean-Pierre Dumar, he came in a little earlier. I haven't seen him say anything lately, unless I scroll back down here. And no, I haven't seen anything else from him. But I see Jim Tedesco in here. How you doing, Jim? Terry Newbaum. I got to make these letters bigger. Southwest Modeler. How you doing? Lehigh River Subdivision. Robert Zimmerman. Woo. Adam Cruz. And I think I hit everybody. No, I didn't hit you, but I think I got everybody's name in there. So it has been buffering a little bit. Well, I've had a download doesn't mean that much, for streaming out. I got 11 up, so that should be all right. But the down, and there it goes again. The down was down to 240 all day, and I restarted my router, and that didn't help it. And I didn't have enough time to call Comcast because, you get on the phone with them and you might get an answer, a couple days later about restart your router and try this and try that. Must be Spectrum. Yeah. There we go. We'll blame Heath. Yeah. Spectrum is giving Comcast a boost or else knocking them down. Southwest Modeler, how you doing? And Terry Newbaum and Jim Dustin. I see a lot of new names in here tonight. So welcome aboard. And I would like to say thank you. Wait a minute. Let me get this thing out of here. And we got 2 new members to the train crew, Winston Graves and Martin Hedges. So you know what that means. This. All right, and we got the one more time. Welcome aboard, Winston and Martin. Glad you came aboard. And Heath, he hasn't been paying attention again. Oh my goodness, I just got finished saying, Heath, oh my goodness, you guys, what happened to Bars Mills and their live stream? They didn't have internet, so they did a short thing on Facebook tonight saying that, from their iPhone, saying that Spectrum was kaput, and they wouldn't be doing a live stream, so they will be doing it tomorrow night. How you doing, Lyle Patton and Shays and Scale? Good to see you all here. Oh my goodness. And that error just keeps on coming. I adjusted my speed. I brought it down from 5,000 to 4,500. And then maybe I should put it back up to 5,000 again, but I can't do that while I'm on. But I'll have to do that later. Dex's Lab, how you doing? Good to see you here. All right. And Jim McCann. And who else popped in? Chasco. How you doing? Did you make it to the Pinellas Park Easter train show? We'll talk about that. I didn't go there. But that's on the agenda. Let me find out what the agenda is here. Okay, so blue. Okay, write this one right here. Okay. All right, and oh my goodness. Look at that. It cut it off. See what happens when you aren't prepared. Oh, crap. I added an extra line. And what an extra line did I add in there? Probably announcement. So let me take that out. And there it works. Okay. All right. So anyway, welcome to the new members and thank yous and hellos. And we got to get to that thank you thing. We're going to talk about train shows and a layout and other work and JMRI new stream. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Q&A and a rant. So, yeah, I got to put a rant in there because I got me a new phone and I'm going to rant about that. Okay. So, all right, we got Terry Newbaum. Welcome to the train crew. Okay. Boom. Thank you, Terry, for joining. I really appreciate it. Let's all welcome Terry to the train crew. All right, so you are doing this manual, so you set up has a stick shift. Okay, he's talking about something else. I thought you were saying that you were having internet issues. I'm having internet issues because I'm in the middle of nowhere. And the internet is slow here. and it just gets bogged down. Okay, so it's not like in Naples. I had let me see, one gig download and about 40 up, and right here it's 240 down and almost 11 up. Let me see where it is. Right. Let me see. This is what I did right before the stream. So 239 and 11.82. So which is really crappy compared to what I am used to. I do not see module cam on the list. I sneak that in. That is one of those things that I put in when somebody mentions it, like this. And there's the module cam. It is not hooked up yet. I still have, that'll be hooked up pretty soon. Wasn't the first question you asked the real estate broker was the internet speed? Yes, I did. And if you talk to people, let me put this up here. You talk to people and if they have a telephone, like what is that one that has the internet over the telephone, and they say, "Oh yeah, we got high speed internet." Well they consider 25 high speed. So yes, that was my first question. Oh yeah, we got Comcast. Well, as long as they had Comcast, but I think after this year I might look into something else. I'm stuck in a 1-year contract. You didn't feed the squirrels, did you? Okay. No, I didn't feed the squirrels, but I got a video for you later on. The more you feed them, the faster they can run on the wheel. No, we had some baby squirrels here, and I forgot to feed them. The mama came and got them, and I got Fios internet. Oh my goodness. Drew Dude's got DSL. Us horrible. Okay, ADSL. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 100 download and 38 upload. Okay, streaming on Twitch. Does that mean dance changes? Oh, yeah. Okay. I got a Twitch channel or whatever you want to call it, but I haven't done anything on it, and I might do something on there later. I was planning on doing something on Mixer until Microsoft really screwed that up, but that's another story. Okay, so what's on the agenda tonight? Okay, let's not get sidetracked because this isn't Sunday. All right, so I thanked oh no, I didn't thank everybody. Okay, so we're going to crank it up. As Rusty in here, I don't see Sparky in here because he usually asks for this, but I want to thank everybody, all the new members and all the patrons. So here we go. Don't forget to show your support and smash that join button. Enjoy members only videos and get your name in the credits. I wasn't fast enough. I forgot I had the Doritos back there. Thank you very much, everybody who contributes to this channel. It keeps me supplied with Doritos. Okay, so how about the Garden Railway Cam? That's coming up. I got to get the Garden Railway out there first, but I'll have a Garden Railway Cam too. I just finished the sprinklers. All right, here we go. I saw a review on Thomas Kincaid, but not in person. It looks stunning. Well, when I hear Thomas Kincaid, I think about all those paintings with the little lights in it. Isn't that the same name, Thomas Kincaid, or is that a different? Or am I thinking about something else? Is it a different name? Busted! Caught snacking. There you go. All right. Yep. I got busted. Yep. Okay. Twitch. Uh-oh. I sure hope Tom doesn't start a members-only Twitch. No, I'm not going to start a members-only Twitch. Nah. But I might do a members-only live stream, not on a Monday night, but whenever I can get the most people on there for the live stream, because you can do it. But the only thing with it is that YouTube, they're kind of squirrely about notifications. I mean, you thought notifications for regular videos was bad. For members only stuff, nothing goes out. You got to put it in your what is that on your page? In the community tab. Yeah, you got to put a notification in the community tab for the members to find out about it, or if you got their email. Eating and drinking at a Bavarian beer garden. Oh my goodness. Oh, brings back memories. Oh boy. Okay. So you're making me lose my train of thought here. Yes. All right. There is a Micro Trains N-scale set of his paintings. Oh my God. Do they have the little lights on there to light up? Curious minds want to know. Okay. I have all his ON30 models. Oh my goodness. They have them in ON30 also. Oh my. Where have I been? I guess I don't look at all the new stuff. I look at all the old stuff. I look at the train shows and stuff like that for my stuff, because I can't afford all that new stuff. Craig, stuck in a truck. Night, all the drugs are putting me to sleep. I hope I get over this sickness soon. Get well, Craig. I thought I was putting you to sleep here. So, see ya next time. Glad you could make it. Hope you feel better. All right. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Craig. Hope you feel better. Not hard, Tom. Train of thought. Yeah, there you go. It's 2 train sets. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so talking about train shows, there was a train show April 3rd. Regal Railways had one in Pinellas Park, but I didn't go. What did we do? We just relaxed over the week. We chilled, because I've been busting my butt out in the backyard. So we didn't go to that. I don't know if anybody else went. If anybody in the Florida area went, let me know. Put it up in the chat. Okay, Matthew Holy Land, how you doing? Good to see you here. All right. So, and Now, if there wasn't this COVID crap, D-Land would be this weekend, but that was canceled. So I was looking forward to going to D-Land because that's a nice show, but it's big red canceled across the thing. So no train show in D-Land, maybe not until July. Now, I know, let me see, April, May, Regal Railways has one every month, and they have one in May. And I'm not quite sure where it is. Okay, Steve Childers says he was there. Okay. So, how was it, Steve? Was it any better? Well, you was at the one in Dover. And I still have to do the video on that one there. And in fact, we went past there today because we went up to Lakeland. I had to buy a lawnmower. And the Home Depot, I wanted one with an electric start, a self-propelled gas one with an electric start. And here in Sebring, they didn't have one, so I had to go all the way to Lakeland to get one, and got it. And I couldn't get it up in the van myself, so at the registered we asked for help. And so they send this woman over there to put it in the van for me. I said, oh my goodness. Am I embarrassed or what? Oh. Oh. Okay. There we're going to have the Kincaid set light up their Planet series, but something manufacturing wise happened and they didn't do the lighted set, only unlighted. Oh, okay, I see. So they had a Planet set too. Boy, is that what Heath was talking about, his Uranus? Oh my goodness. Is that what that was, Heath? Okay. Oh my goodness. Dover was small, but I got some goodies. Yeah, I was there at Dover. And I still have to do the video. I'm behind in my video stuff, so I still got to do the video for Dover, and I still have one more video for Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Model. I did 2 already, but I mean they always have so much stuff there that there's a lot of video that I put out for that. I got a bunch all this weekend. I got a bunch at this weekend in Pinellas Park. Okay, good to hear. All right. All right. Train Show Inc. went bankrupt in March. New company to take over their show should start on April 20th. Okay, so hope to see that. And there was one in Timonium, wasn't there? Is that this month? His Uranus, not mine, but yours. Okay, yes. There you go. All right. So, Timonium. Okay. I heard something about that. There was going to be a 2-day thing, and you had to schedule what time you had to go. I think Ray Bobel was talking about train show this weekend in Houston, Texas. Good to hear. All right. Okay, my neighbor has 2 goats. Dumb thing, keep getting their heads stuck in the fences. I got a neighbor with a goat, and I got some neighbor somewhere's got some chickens, because I hear those roosters going all day long. My goodness. Okay, no train shows in my area in Virginia. Okay. Wait a minute. I found another one. Adina in Edina, Ohio. So, what part of Ohio is that in? Oh, Medina. Okay, so what? So what area is Medina? Okay, and Reggie Stroud says train show. Hey Reggie, how you doing? Train show this weekend in Hickory. All right. Stephen Rose says I'm waiting for a train show in Collinsville, Illinois. What is the gauge of Z-scale track in HO scale? Okay. What is the gauge of Z-scale track in HO scale? Huh? So if you have HO, which is 187th, and try to get Z microscopic. West of Akron. Okay, all righty. Now I know. Jean-Pierre Dumore, I am in California, nothing here. Is there anything open in California yet? And William says, are you going? To Reggie. Okay. All right. So that's it for train shows. I think Robert Sacco says his club's going to have one in June. Haven't seen any confirmation of it on his website. I'm waiting for one here in Alaska. Oh my goodness. Okay. How come? Okay. Silicon Valley Live's open house on April 17th. Remote ops. Okay. Tom, check Facebook. I sent you a great scale model train show flyer. Okay, I'll have to check it. I don't have Facebook on this computer here. I don't like to put too many things on here because I don't have McAfee or anything like that on this computer, because the streaming software recommends not to use the virus software because that interferes with streams. Any streaming software. Things have opened in California entire. Drew Dudes. Okay, things have opened in California. Okay. Well, the way I've been hearing things have been closed. Lots open here in California. Okay. All right. Good to hear. Yeah, just have to be outside. You know, when I went to Maryland, now I thought this was ridiculous. You know, they couldn't have restaurants open inside, but they had them outside. Now they put tents outside on the streets. So when you eat inside a tent, isn't that inside? So that doesn't make sense. Okay, so oh, okay. I won't repeat that one. Okay. You folks on the East get the train shows. None round here. Okay. That looked like an MD. I said, what? MD? That RND. Okay. Round here. Okay. I have not heard of a train show near southwestern Vermont. Oh my goodness. We are open, COVID-free here in Melbourne. That's good to hear. We've been open here for almost a year in Florida. All right. Okay, Adam Cruz says, okay, I'm back. All right, welcome back, Adam. Good to see you here. Okay, Steven says, train show in Oregon in May. That's good to hear. All right. And Iron Horse in Mississippi. We rarely get any. Oh, man. All right. He said, we have a train show this weekend, April 10th. Swap meet with the New York City Model Engineers and METCA. What does METCA stand for? Spell that out so the rest of us know what that means. Okay, Stephen, I got back too after walking back from dinner. Good to hear. All right. Okay, so that we talked about train shows. Now, is there anything else? Yeah, how about let me undo this here and put this up here. What's next? Okay, we're finished with train shows. The next one on the list is layout progress, or should I say Metropolitan Train. The E. Okay. The E threw me off there. Metropolitan Train Collectors Association. All right. Smash it hard. I had to get 4 baby food, the kittens, and adult cat feeder was empty. Okay, all right. So let me put this up here. There we go. Yeah, okay, so, read that thing, hit that, smash that like button so I could put this thing up here. I'm using Facebook groups and Marketplace to get train show deals. My most recent buy is a Model Power Metal 440 nib for 40 bucks. Good deal. All right. And Edward wants to know, what is the address? Yes. That, put something up there. Okay. How many kittens do you have? All right. Okay. It's in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Okay. Google is your friend. I know you know how to use Google. All right, 2 that are 8 months and 14. Oh, man, that's an old one. I just licked my like button. Oh, my God. Okay. Maybe Utah might have theirs. Fingers crossed. Andy Ambrose, I keep pet wasps. Not intentionally. I don't think anybody would keep them intentionally. Okay. So, no train shows Colorado area with Tico to get something for summer in Colorado Springs. Well, didn't they just have the train show in Denver? I thought I saw something about they have one in Denver. I went to the one time when I was there about 5 years ago. It's off of Broadway at the end of Broadway or something like that, at a big convention center up there. The old cat. Oh my goodness. 32-year-old cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a free mow going on south of Salt Lake the next 2 weeks. Okay, that's good to hear. When I went to one in Atlanta and they had a free mow, N-scale free mow, and man, that thing was big. That thing was all over the place. Oh, okay, Rocky Mountain Train Show. It was virtual. Okay, all right. LJL Rail Yard, how you doing? Okay. No, the hornets in Washington don't make honey, just dead bees. Okay. All right. Okay. I thought it was the Washington Capitals. Okay, so that was train shows. Now let's get back to, okay, I guess that's all the train shows. If so, okay. Explain the PR4 in simulator mode if you are giving away all the information. I'm not giving away the information. I don't have a PR4, so I'm assuming that's like the PR3. Hey, Andy Wellman. So, I don't get into that. Tico is Train Expo, Colorado, usually in Colorado Springs. Okay, so the PR4, explain the PR4 in simulator mode if you are giving away all the information. Well, I have to read up on a PR4 simulator mode because they might be using different terminology than the PR3, because the PR3 has a programming mode and what's the other mode? The I don't know what they call it. I have to read up. It's been so long since I used it, but I don't use it because it was the PR3, and I guess the same thing with the PR4 was a combination of two different devices. So, and they combined them just like they combined BXPA1, or they combined they improved the AR1 with the BXPA1, but I did a review on that and I couldn't figure the thing out. I mean, it worked good as a reversing thing, but that was about it. But as far as the PR4, I'm not sure. I would have to look that up. Okay. Digitrax PR4. Hey, there's one for sale on eBay. Okay. Okay, installation, support, instruction sheet. Okay. Let's see what that thing says. Make this thing bigger so I can read it. Standalone operation CV and sound effects programming without needing a Digitrax command station. Okay. So that's basically the same thing as a PR3. Okay, well, I'm not going to read this whole thing while I'm on the live stream, but I'll look into it and I'll get back to you. PR3 is sound loader. PR4 is USB interface and sound loader. PR3 is also a USB interface because you could program from it and you could program sounds on it too. Okay. Canadians, damn geese. Sparky. Is Sparky in here? I didn't see Sparky in here. Okay. We were sitting out having some coffee the other morning, and we heard the flying across. Okay. All right. We keep sending them back. Yeah. So now are the Canadians murdering hornets? Okay. All right. So I'll look into that. Okay. Killer wabbits. Okay. So anyway, what is Tom doing? I have another YouTube channel named that. It just popped in my head right there. But anyway, on my layout, I've been working in the backyard. And what have I been doing in the backyard? I finally got my sprinklers going. And what else did I do? I got to see what I have here. Oh, yeah. All right. So, anyway, you know, Debbie likes to go to thrift stores. So I'm going to put this thing up here and show you why I'm not getting anything done on my model railroad. This is one of the reasons. Every time I think I got everything moved out, there's always something to replace what I just cleaned up. And now we got a little desk for the bedroom and a craft table for Debbie that we have to refinish. I have the modules sitting up on the edge right now, so I could start working up on top. Let me come over here. Well, we went to a couple of thrift stores and Debbie found actually I found it for her, and it was only $20, a big old desk that we have to refinish. And then at another one, we found a little table for the bedroom, so all that one needs is cleaned up. But we're getting there. But here's what I am working on right now. I'm putting up that I have the L girder for the LED lights. The straps in. That is a sneak peek of the video that's coming out on Friday. Close to the position that I want it. It's almost level, close to level. Once I get this end secured, then I'll be able to work on this end right here to bring a piece down. And I think I'm going to use the same kind of metal angle that secures the rail and all the other stuff for the... Okay, that's enough of the sneak peek. Okay. And Edward, do you have trains running yet? No, not quite. No, not yet. Not at all. I'm not getting anywhere with that stuff. Okay. All right. So let me see. I'll tell you what. I just looked up at what YouTube has up here, and it says no members yet. And I know I got a member. Yeah. Road construction. All right. I go to thrift stores and look for electronics and Legos. Oh, and I see some trains too. Not much up here in the Pittsburgh area. Well, I showed a couple of weeks ago that there was a whole display case of N-scale stuff at Habitat for Humanity. And I found a lot of electronic stuff. In fact, Habitat Humanity has a lot of stuff in there. My goodness. In fact, when we was in Lakeland today, we stopped at the one up there, but they were way too expensive. I mean, they had small cabinets, like something that would go over top of your refrigerator. They wanted $100 for one. I mean, a brand new one cost $100. I mean, what are they thinking? Okay. But anyway, they're the one in Sebring, and we go to one in Dundee, where they have a lot of good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I know about them springs. In fact, we had where I worked, we had the overhead door where they had the spring and the thing going around, and they had it locked in the center and went inside there. Okay. Evening, model train human Stephanie Paul. How you doing? Glad to see you here. All right. All right. However, there's a store up here called Once Upon a Child. It's a secondhand store for kids' clothes. Most of them still have the tags on them. I've heard about that store. Okay. Andy says, since you're outside all the time, go G-Scale. Now, do you see that right there? That's my G-Scale caboose. That's a reminder that I have to get working because I'm going to put a pond out there. One of these days, I'm going to put a pond out there. Haven't put it out there yet. In fact, I just got the thing done. And this is, let me see, video 3. Now, I took this from the family room window in between, the little blinds thingy here. So I finally got the sprinklers done.
Right, taking this through the window.
And my neighbor gave me some sod, which is dying out.
Spots where the puddles are
but
over there.
Finally
so I can
got
work on them.
The sprinklers and everything
and maybe I'll move the
sort of leveled out.
So it doesn't do a 360.
So now I got 4 good sprinklers in the backyard, and I got one that I'm not hooking up yet because it's back where they cut all the trees out. And so I have to reposition that and put it closer to the fence in the back of the yard so I could have it going 180 degrees back there. 7.5-inch gauge. There you go. Pond with a lift bridge. All right. Yeah. Now I'm going to have a pond, but I'm going to have a tunnel. When I lived in Maryland, I dug, and what I dug out, I backfilled behind it and put an upper pond, so I had a nice little waterfall. And so I'm going to do the same thing, but I think I was going to get, I got to figure out how big of a PVC pipe I got to get to put underneath that to run the G-scale through it. Better do it before you're living in the retirement home. What retirement home? Hell, 17 years ago, I sold my house in Maryland and said, no more yard work. And look at me now. I'm back doing it. I'm not going to no nursing home. Debbie's going to have to push me in there. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Dunk says, I was just telling the wife I could make bonsai scenery for garden railroads as a retirement business. There you go. That's a good idea. All right. Dex's Lab. All right. Dex, you're back. Good to see you back. All right. And this is said it's looking good. Well, I got a lawnmower. I planted some grass. And I'm sitting out there. Hey, okay, come on, grass. Let's go. How long does it take for you to come up? 3 foot 6 inches. Okay. 12-inch diameter pipe. Okay. I wish I would have saved the one that I got for my son because he needed a port for his subwoofer. Some time ago when he was building one. He said, hey, Dad, I need a 12-inch pipe. All right, so 12-inch pipe. Okay, I could probably find one of them someplace. All right. Yeah, bonsais are cool. I had, it wasn't a bonsai, but it was a Japanese red maple, and they grow short. And I had one, but I don't know. They must have grafted that on top of something else, because a green branch came out and I had green leaves on it, and it just took over the whole thing. But I mean, the leaves looked almost the same. So it still looked nice. It had the same kind of leaves as the Japanese red maple, except that they were just green. Okay, Carl, what part of South Carolina did you just say if you had a wide girlfriend? Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Somebody meant wife. Uh-oh. Who's talking about wives? Tom, can you read my last question? Okay. Let me scroll down and see if I could find your last question. Okay. Do you like token systems? No. Okay. All right. 6440 or 6243. All right. Token systems. Oh my. Token systems for behavior management. Okay. All right. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't use token systems. Where is the one I think was going to talk about next? All right, so Stephen Rowe, a $5 super sticker. Thank you very much. I can't put it in the lower thirds, but I sure can do this right here. Okay, so you may be better off building an acrylic tunnel. I'm watching Tanked. Okay, all right. I'll have to check that out. Carl, I lived in Glen Burnie in Rising Sun when I left. I'm not sure where Rising Sun is. I know where Glen Burnie is. My son flipped a few houses in Glen Burnie in the past couple of years. I lived in Arnold, right down the road, just south of Severna Park, when I lived in Maryland. All right. We were neighbors practically. Okay. Red Raider, how you doing? Howdy, Tom. Love your channel. Thank you very much, Red Raider. Oh. Okay, no, Tom. Railways in UK use token systems. Okay, so are you talking about the tokens you put in the thing? I'm not sure what you mean about that. Okay. House of the Rising Sun. Scott always has a good answer for everything. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, Severna Park has a nice club there. They have it in an old depot. I got to see it a couple of times. It is really cramped in there. You don't have any room to walk around, really. I don't know. They take wonderful pictures because they were on Model Railroader magazine several times. And you would never know how cramped it is because it is really, really small. Okay, Barry Porter. Greetings from Edmonton, Alberta. How you doing? Barry, glad you could make it here. Okay, now before we get too far off track, I'd have called his Monday Mayhem. Okay. Rose and Sun just on the north side of Quanawingo Dam. Okay. We got a bunch of comedians here. There once was a house in New Orleans. Jose Antonio, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I have to use Google Translate to be able to communicate with you because I don't know Portuguese. But how you doing? I should have asked my old neighbor because she was also from Brazil. So glad you could make it here. Thank you. All right. Monday Madness. There you go. Boy, yeah. That's a good ham. I'm hungry. Who's got the ham? Okay. That's a good one. Monday Madness. Monday Madness. Is that better than Monday Mayhem? I was thinking about Mainline Monday. How about Mainline Monday Madness? Huh? MMM. Mainline Monday Madness. How about, we'll take a vote for that. How many like that? You know, say yes or no. Mainline Monday Madness. In the fridge. Oh man, I got Cajun chicken in the fridge. Okay. Okay, where did I see it? The man, do you like the Indian? Okay. Tom, the man, do you like the Indian Railways WP Class 462 Pacific? I like any steam locomotive. I don't care what it is. I like steam. If you didn't, well, if you watch my videos, you'll notice in my background there's a lot of books back there. Steam. Yeah. Mainline Monday, we can never stay on the tracks. There you go. All right. If you could stay on the tracks, that would be fine. I can never stay on the tracks. Monday Night Madness with Tom. There you go. All right. Mayhem Monday Madness. There you go. All right. We got some good suggestions there. All right. That sounds good. Shays, Heisler Climaxes. Yes, I like those too. I like anything that's geared also. More than just plain steam. Mayhem Monday Madness. Okay. So I said I was going to talk a little bit about JMRI, and the reason that I wanted to talk about JMRI before we get too far derailed is because I ran, last Wednesday, ate breakfast, was having a cup of coffee, sat down at the computer, and boom. And John, PW22, was doing a live stream. This guy right here. Well, I ended up going into the end of his live stream, and he said that I asked him about it. I says, "Are you going to do this on a regular basis?" And he says, "Well, we're thinking about it." And he says that he may start doing it. And when he said may, he said, yeah, this coming Wednesday at 10 a.m., He said 2 p.m., but that's UK time, I imagine, because he said we'll do it at the same time at 2 p.m. and it was 10, like almost 11 o'clock. It was, he started at 10 a.m. Eastern time. But anyway, go check him out. He does a lot of JMRI stuff. He is real good in JMRI, and he's going to be doing JMRI discussions. Let me see. He had somebody on there with Roy. There's Roy, that guy right there. But he does a lot of good stuff. I know JMRI. I'm not good at it. I mean, I know enough to be dangerous. But John knows a lot of stuff, and he's going to be doing discussions and show you how to do the stuff. And let me pull up his channel here, and you can see, let me pull the videos up, that he has a lot of stuff over here that's pretty interesting. So go check him out. Let me see, let me go back onto the main page, and I'll put this up in the chat. And that is JOHNPW22 STREAM. I got to make sure I spell everything right here. Live stream, WEDNESDAY 10 AMEASTERN. Control V, and there we go. All right, John, live stream 10 a.m. All right, Eastern. Okay, John did a great stream. He is doing some really interesting things with it. Oh, okay, so Heath, you saw it. I know Anfield was in there earlier, and I missed them, but I cut the back end of it, and then I watched, I went back and watched the rest, rewound it and went to the beginning and saw that, but oh, I just read a comment here. Okay. But I got to put this, your brain seems geared. But yeah, I went back and watched it, and I've been subscribed to him for a while, and I've been pretty interested in it, and I'm glad that he's going to be doing the live streams every Wednesday on JMRI, because you can learn a lot from it, and and if I could get finished with breakfast and have my cup of coffee, I'll be watching them on Wednesday morning. So go check him out. Okay, now what's after that? Okay, I did all that other stuff. Okay, now I almost got all my stuff. I still got this thing right here. I haven't been able to close this thing back up. This is the Super Starter Kit. Now I went through the manual, and the manual is a lot better than what it was a couple of years ago when I bought my first starter kit, when they wanted me to review it. It was crap back then, but they've really improved the manual on it. It's looks really good, and I'm going to go through and expand on some of the stuff that they have. I think I showed you this last week, but I haven't hooked it up yet. I got my USB, my 7-port USB, so I could hook it up to my laptop, because the laptop is where I do my JMRI and I do my Arduino stuff. So I'm going to have that all hooked up. And I got my overhead camera, as you can see right here. There's my notes. I finally got my model railroader magazines. I had to contact them, and then they had to send me some back issues. But anyway, that's a different subject. But I'll be doing them pretty soon. I got to dig out some of the other stuff. All that stuff back there is all my Arduino and electronic stuff. That is most of it, and I have some in a rack over here off camera. So we'll be doing that pretty soon as I get all that hooked up, and I'll be able to show overhead shots and do the Elegoo starter kit and get back into the Arduino stuff. And I don't know if my Nightbot has been putting the stuff up here. Hey, Steeler fan, you finally made it here. All right, good to see you. My goodness. Yeah, is it rant time? It's almost rant time. I just have one more thing to say here. Okay, I don't know if the Nightbot has been putting the thing up. I don't see. Let me see. I don't know if it has. Sometimes, oh, you know what? Now that's a part of my rant, and I'm probably not logged into it, and all the new stuff. It shows my email. Oh yeah, new website coming soon, still under construction. tomstrainsandthings.com. So, here we go. I just started working on this, and I may have to change it up a little bit. I mean, this is just a rough draft here. I might just take out these pictures here. That's just crap. It just explains what I'm doing. But anyway, I've had a lot of people asking me about the code from all my projects, and so I just started putting them on last night. I got 3 of them on there, and what I'm using is the editor from Arduino. And if I click on this, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's on Arduino Create, and you could put a link on your website to where you have the editor and everything else that you have in the editor on there by sketch. So, this is just the AT-Tiny 84 sketch that I had, where, you could put the fritzing diagrams on there and everything, and pictures and stuff like that. And that's why I want to use that. Okay, so we'll go back to projects. There's one of them. And I've had so many people ask me about the PCA 9865, because I got a lot of views on that one, and a lot of people are using that, and they've been doing modifications to it. But anyway, I'm starting to put the stuff back on there. That's what it looks like there. You can see I have an Elegoo Uno right there, and the PCA 9685 is right there. Okay, read me. This is another sketch that goes with it for turnout test. And here's another picture right here. Okay, this is the fritzing diagram of the deal. Okay, and I just have 2 servos hooked up on there, but you get the idea. But that's what I'm working on. And how I did it before was I did all my Arduino Made Easy on one page and all my projects on the other page. But I think what I'm going to do here is, so far what I have these on separate pages. This is going to be a lot of pages on there, but I think it'll work out better because I could add content, below that. Boom, boom. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait till it comes up. It takes a while to come up. But I could add stuff down here. I could add more stuff. I could put my text in there, and I could put more pictures in there, more explanation of everything on the page. So what I'll do is have each one of the projects on an individual page, and I'll also put my Arduino Made Easier on there also, and that'll be coming on there. But I got to go manually and copy the HTML code and put the HTML code on the page, and then put the link in it, and and do all that crap. So it takes time to do all this stuff, but I'm getting there, along with my other projects of the backyard and out in the garage, and this right here, trying to do the projects here for the Arduino and other stuff. So we'll get there, and the videos. So we'll get there. His sound and lips are out of sync like a bad Chinese subtitle movie. Oh my goodness, is everything out of sync right now? Oh boy, that must be Comcast. Okay, all right. He started talking numbers and letters and something about Microsoft project. There you go. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're doing with that. I have a rant, and I hope this doesn't destroy YouTube this time, because here we go. Did somebody say rant? I had to put this thing down to 30 frames per second, or 29.97 frames per second instead of the 59, which I think looks a lot better. I mean, I think this looks, you could tell the difference between the two. But last time when I hit that rant thing, boom, all my monitors went out. YouTube crashed, and I had to restart my vMix and everything else, and restart everything else just to get everything back up and running. And I keep on getting error messages from YouTube. But that's not the rant that I have. My rant is this phone. I bought a Samsung Galaxy S21 G5. Okay, it's the smallest one. They make two other versions that are bigger, and I put this in my pocket. I don't want no damn tablet in my pocket, so I stuck with this one here. Oh, you could see me in there, huh? Okay, so anyway. All right, so you see this case right here. I mean, it's a cheap case. It's a nice case. It's got a little deal on the back. Okay, so you could prop it up and everything like that. Okay, I have a charger in my van. All I have to do is slide this in a little slot, and it'll charge it up. Well, my old phone, no problem, even with the case on it. Just throw it in there, and it could bang around, and I could be on a bumpy road, and it will work fine. This one here, it won't charge with this on there. So I took it off, and I put the phone in there without the case on it. And I get this error message about every 2 minutes that I have to reposition the thing on the base so it'll continue to charge. What is going on with this? Plus, you can see that there is no microphone thing, no SD card. So I had to buy an adapter. Now, luckily, I had this adapter. I think I showed you this one last week. And I haven't tried it yet, but it's got USB 3, USB-C, and HDMI. I bought this for another reason, but I'll have to try it out with this. But I bought, I put in on Amazon. Okay, I wanted to get an adapter, a 3.5 millimeter USB microphone thing. And this is what they sent me. USB-C headphone plug. Okay. So I don't know if that'll work. I haven't tried it out. I just got it. Just came in the mail Saturday, and I looked at it and I said, oh, crap. But anyway, the old microphones were 4 pins. The new microphones that go into the adapter are 3 pins. So you can't use your old microphone. I mean, you could use the microphone that you use for your laptop, but you can't use the microphones that you use for your old cell phone. And all they give you is well, this isn't the cable. This is a C to regular USB. I got the other one plugged in. Where is it at? Oh, that's not the one. Okay, but that's not the right one. But that's for my old phone. But they give you a USB-C to USB-C cable with no charger. So you got to use a charging station or else your computer. And the charging station on my van, it don't work in there. So what the hell, Samsung? I'm thinking about sending them back and say, hey, I'll stick with my S8 instead of 21. And what happened to all the numbers between, what, they went from 10 to 21 or 10 to 20? What happened to all the teens in the middle of that? Huh? What are they doing? Yeah, most companies are removing the 3.5 millimeter jacks. Why? I mean, I like that because I always used it on here. I plugged it in. I used the lavalier mic whenever I was recording with it, and I use this to record videos more than I use it to talk, because I don't talk on the phone. I mean, and still trying to sign in. Okay. And another thing about this, okay, they tell you to hook up the USB 3C from this one to this one to transfer your data. Okay, and I waited and I waited. And at the end of it, all it did okay, Stephen, yeah. Okay, but anyway, an hour waiting and I forgot all my Google passwords and I had the wrong ones. And I forgot I changed them. And I got this sheet. I got to show you this sheet. Now I'll put it over here, but this is all my passwords. So, I have to write. This is my second paper because the first paper just wore out. But, so after all that, I go and check my contacts on my telephone. There was only a handful on there that I put on there before I got this phone. I mean, it was from my Samsung S5. Okay. Now, granted, I had the same ones on here, but I had more on here, but it didn't transfer all of them. It transferred all of them for my text messages, but not for my phone. So I got to go in there and redo all my contacts on the phone. Like all my doctors, all that other crap. So I'm pissed off about this new phone. I don't like it. Yeah, and I said magnetic charging station. I don't want to buy something else. I mean, I have one in my van. And this phone worked fine for a year and a half that I had that van. Never had a problem with it, bouncing around or anything like that. I mean, it could bounce around everywhere and it would still stay charged. I mean, the slightest little deal with this one here, and I get an error message up on my screen that it quit charging. So, crap. Hell with Samsung. And there you go. Oh, my goodness. Soon you'll be able to charge an iPhone from an excess blood sugar by way an induction loop. Handy for diabetics, I suppose. You could keep your iPhones. I mean, these things are going to iPhones because now you don't have the card in there. Okay, at least you could still download from here to your computer. When they stop doing that, I'll stop doing Androids too. Okay. That's a good one. I don't have to give blood anymore. Divorced. There you go. All right. So that is my rant. That is my Samsung rant. YouTube. I ain't even going to start with YouTube. Yeah, just like Apple and their dongles. Yeah, there you go. Well, Samsung's getting that too, because here you go. This is what you need for either this or this for the microphone and the headphones and all that other crap. At least you could, hook up a HDMI to it. Hopefully, I'll have to try that out. But I got that some time ago for this one. And then I moved, and it was in the box, so I just pulled it out of the box. So we'll see what happens with that. Hey, Container Man 68, turn the NFC on both phones, can transfer between phones. Okay, well, I had both of them on, the same Wi-Fi, and it wouldn't transfer, so I had to hook them up, cable by cable. Like the old RS, the serial cable, used to be able to hook up one computer to another computer with a serial cable. That's what it seemed like there. Yeah, I like all scales. All right, you could ride on it. Yeah, we went to up near Pinellas Park, someplace. Shane's Trains and Things. Little red-headed kid. He is a member of one of the parks up there where they do the 1.5 scale. Dongle Gate. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and he took me and Debbie on a private ride on one of the trains going around the place. All phones still have cards. They are just hidden better. They got a SIM card, but they don't have an SD card that you could replace. I mean, on this one here, I have a 128 gig card, and I have to remove the videos because I take a lot of videos with this. And I have to remove the videos about once a month because I fill it up. And I mean, this is a S8, so I think this was only 64 gig of RAM on internal memory. So that filled up really fast. So, I mean, we was at where was we? we was at the museum a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't take any more videos because all my memory was used up. So I had to, and I used to move the files until one time when I moved them, I lost them. So now I copy them, and once I copy them, I delete it from the phone. But sometimes I don't delete them right away because I get excited. I copy it on the computer and start working on the video, and then I forget about it, and I still got a full SD card filled with videos. So that's what happened to me on that. The 6 means dust tight, no ingest of dust, complete protection against contact dust. A vacuum must be applied. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's what they said about this thing here. Even with the ports on it, you could drop it into 6 inches of water or something like that. I didn't try it. But SD cards are removable in place of cloud-based storage, so you have... Okay, let me see this. SD cards are removed in place of cloud-based storage, so you have for a SaaS software as a service to get more storage like Google Cloud. I don't use any of those cloud services. I don't like them. I'll stick with the SD card and put it on there. And I got a bitch about Windows 10. I got 4 Windows 10 computers, and I can't communicate between the computers. I could see 2 of them, but when I can't get the files off of them, I says, I don't have access. I mean, me and Rick Bailey spent about 3 hours one night trying to get the thing to work when I was at the old place, and he couldn't get it working. And, I bought another computer for Debbie since then, and and it's just crazy. I mean, what do you have to do to get to talk from one computer to the next computer, to see the files, to transfer files? When I had the Windows 7 computer, I had no problems. With the Windows XP, I had no problem. As soon as I got the Windows 10, you get locked out of all the computers. That's Windows for you. Daniel Banks. Yeah, there are plenty of phones that's still using SD cards, and I'm going to have to find an older phone that uses an SD card because, okay, I can get it going. I'll have to email you, and we'll have to set something up so we can talk about it, because I have gone on all the knowledge bases. I've done everything that they said to do to get it to work, and I can't get it to work. I had Rick Bailey helping me out for 3 hours one night, and he couldn't get it to work. And I sure as hell ain't going to pay Microsoft to get it to work. So, okay, I'll send you an email and see if we can set up a time so we can get this thing going. It's what I do. Okay, all right. That's what Rick Bailey said too. Okay, but I appreciate it. I trust you more. Okay, all right. That's because it's Windows. Funny, I have 8 Apple devices and they all talk to one another, sometimes even when I'm asleep. That's the whole problem with Apple. I don't like Apple. Network discovery in Windows 10 Home is very plaguey. Yeah. Hey, Art, how you doing? Oh, my goodness. Glad you're here. I have my 3 Windows 10 network together linked through my Wi-Fi. I cannot get, I can get all my computers talking to each other through NDI. I could pull up the screen on my other computers. I could pull up videos on them through NDI, but I can't do it through Windows. So, There you go. Yeah, I just had to re-network the local doctor's office. You know, and I used to work on software in doctor's offices. I used to. Oh, I might have. Hey, that's a good. I might have to go back to the SD20 because this. I don't like this without the SD card or S20, SD20, S20. Yeah, because I don't like this with no card. Does your S20 have a jack for your microphone? Because I don't like that either. Because there is no place for a microphone. You got to use your USB-C. All right. Well, LJL Railroad. I mean, I got so many comments coming through here that I can't see all of them. So if you ask the question, ask it again. I might be able to see it. Not only do they talk to each other, they talk to Apple even more. Every time you open an app and anything on your system, Apple gets notice of it. There you go. Windows does the same thing, I think, even though you don't want them to. All right. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Get an iRig for your microphone. Okay, if it has an I in front of it, I ain't getting it. I got an iPad mini, and the only reason I got an iPad mini is so I could use it with my drone. And S20 camera zoom stops working. Oh no, okay. Yeah, that's the only Apple device I have is an iPad mini. And I don't like it. Oh no. All right. It's blurry between 1 and 4 on a zoom. Oh crap, so it doesn't focus. Oh. It goes back to the owner's company. At least Apple uses the information to fix things rather than just ignore like Microsoft. Yeah. Hillbilly Railroad, how you doing? Glad you can make it. All right. He's back on YouTube. All right. First video in 2 years. Yeah, I not on this computer here, but on my other computer, this computer over here where I do my editing, I disabled the updates on Windows. I mean, I had to go through about 5 different knowledge bases to find out how to do it, just to get that done. But I disabled Windows Update on that. On this one here, I didn't do it on here because the biggest reason I did it on that one there is because I got tired of it updating all the time. But on this one here, it stops it. I only use this one here for streaming. So it disables Windows updates when vMix is running. So I just turn vMix on all the time. Yeah, autofocus stops working. Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe you should go back to Motorola too. There you go. All right. Okay. Okay. What else do we got here? Yeah. I don't blame you. I'd refuse to work on Apple crap too. Okay, can you check out the Train Builder on YouTube? See, he at 500 subs. I'll check it out. Send me an email with the URL so I don't have to go in there and look it up, because I'm sure I'll find every video that says train builder on it. Yeah, that's for sure. You don't have any. You think you lost it with Google, but you don't have it with Apple either. High Plains, there is a conversation kit to take the DC engines to DC. Uh-oh, I missed something here. Is there a conversion kit to take a DC engine to a DCC? It doesn't say anything about DCC convertible. You have to read up on it or watch YouTube videos. Okay. Yes, you can hardwire them. I misunderstood it then. Okay. So, what else do we got here? I did my rant. Okay. I got one more video here. And this is while we was eating lunch this afternoon. We went to Lakeland this was a really nice Chick-fil-A. They had three lanes for the drive-in. It was covered and everything else. I thought the one in Severna Park, Maryland was nice, but this one was really nice. The inside was open too, which you hardly ever see at a Chick-fil-A around here. But the dining room was open, and there was no place to park in the parking lot. We went through the drive-through, and we had to go down to the shopping center next door, looking at the McDonald's drive-through. There was nobody at the McDonald's. But here's what we encountered there. This is the last of it, because I took about 3 videos. This is the last video that I took.
Well, he jumped over here on the mirror now. He was watching me eating my mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. He gave my mac and cheese, huh?
Oh.
He's trying to get it, huh?
Don't tease him.
Here, hold that. Okay. I don't want him to take it out of my hand. Look out, bird. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's enough.
He will come back up here.
Yeah.
I told you.
Well, I'm finished. There's no more in there. You're out of luck, bird. That's it. You have to go over to McDonald's. They got some stuff over there. I guess he likes the Chick-fil-A stuff better. Okay. That's all. Yeah, don't give me no attitude.
He's having an attitude now.
Yeah. That's all there is. Yeah, he ain't taking the bait. He said there ain't no food in that finger. I can tell.
Can't believe he's still there.
He's looking for food.
He's coaching you.
Hey, come on. Where's the food, huh? Where's my food, huh? Okay. We're going to have to drive away. That's the only way to get rid of them.
Well, I have a few more videos. You know how big the fries are at Chick-fil-A. They're the waffle fries. And Debbie threw one out there, and he was trying to eat it for about 3 minutes, and 2 blackbirds came up and started harassing him. I got that on a video too, but I didn't put it on here. But that bird was there for about 10 minutes. I don't know what kind that bird, what that bird is called, but they're all over the place here. I mean, we got them in the backyard all the time, and even he went back on the hood. And even when I started it up and backed out, he stayed on there until I started driving away. Then he jumped off, and then I had to stop because he was in front. And I had to wait till he went by, so I wouldn't run him over. But he was pecking on the windshield. He was funny. Anyway, I don't know what kind of bird that is. All right. Tom, do you have any Post-it notes? Put one on your mic so you know to lube it. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I would have to dig in some of those totes to find my Post-it notes. I know I got some Post-it notes someplace, but I'll have to look for it. But then I have to look for the WD-40 too. Because I don't know what that is. Ibis. Is that what that is? Ibis? That sounds familiar. I used to have one of those fold-out things that are laminated that shows all the birds of Florida. But that's still packed away someplace too. So one of these days I'll pull it out. But Ibis, that sounds, look. Yeah, it's type of heron. Herons are a lot bigger. I mean, we had herons when I was in Maryland. In fact, that was a state bird. The damn heron ate my koi. But that's a lot smaller. And heron has a little bit of a different head than that, I think. Instant bowel syndrome. Okay. Drug bird. All right, Adam. My parents live in Lakeland. We got to go to either Lakeland or where else? Another place for a Target. And we stopped at the Target there, and I was really disappointed because we used to shop for groceries at Target all the time in Naples, and they had a big grocery section. I mean, the one in Lakewood and Davenport was the other one. I mean, they have one skinny owl, all the way up on the one end, and that's it. Hardly any groceries at all. And I said, what the hell? I mean, this place is killing us for groceries, because we used to get our groceries at Target all the time. But anyway, type of heron. Tape the WD-40 to the. I gotta find the WD-40 first. I might just head on over to Home Depot and buy me some WD-40. Yeah. Andy Ambrose, you got some nice birds in Florida. You should see the sand cranes. I mean, they're big. And they just walk in the middle of the street. They don't care. I mean, you have to stop the car. And he'll just stand there and look at you. And say, okay, you're just going to have to wait until I cross. Yeah, I got 3-in-1 oil too. But I got to find that too. Andy Ambrose, okay, you got to get some sleep. Okay, glad you can make it. All right, got to go to work. Oh my goodness. Okay, how far are you from the nearest Whole Foods or Farmers Green Market? When I lived in Naples, we had Whole Foods and Fresh Market. They had them in Fort Myers. And so that's 2 hours away now. I know that they have them in outside of Orlando, but I don't think they have them here. I mean, we could. I mean, if we want to, we could go on the side of the road and get as much produce as we want. I mean, because they sell it on there. You could. I mean, most of Florida, they don't sell it on the side of the road anymore. But here, I mean, right across. In fact, right in front of Walmart, they have a produce market. And right in front of the mall, they have another produce market. I mean, it's a farmer that comes down there and sells all his produce. All the fresh stuff, all the organic stuff. Well, I don't know if it's organic, but it's all fresh stuff. And it's cheaper than the grocery store. And Edward says buffering again. Buffering. Okay, buffering. Let me see what YouTube says. And it's probably saying buffering. It's telling me that I'm on here too long. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to main. Now, why is it not receiving enough video? I'm going to have to crank this back up to 5,000 kbps. Okay. So, good night, all. See you, Chazco. Got to go, folks. Construction season opens tomorrow, so I want to get a jump on messing with the motoring public. There you go. All right. That's a good way to think about it. All right. Yeah, they have farm stands in the area, and you can get strawberries, you could get oranges, you can get grapefruit, you can get melons, you can get anything down here. Produce market, a union thing. Yeah, there you go. All right, so yeah, we have a lot of stands here in Western Pennsylvania. When I lived in Maryland, they used to have them on the corners everywhere, but then I guess they had made them get permits, and then they had to open up a farmer's market. So on Saturday, you would have the different farmers go to one area and sell their produce, which sucked because you could be able to go anywhere, drive home from work and just pick up, corn or whatever you needed. Anytime. Buffering here, on and off. Oh my goodness. A little bit blurry here. Okay. I tell you what, it's a little bit blurry right now for me too. Okay. Sweet corn, butter, you can't get potatoes. Can't get potatoes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They have so many oranges here. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's 2 hours to Naples. And the orange groves start in Naples. And they're solid all the way up, even probably another hour north of us. So can you imagine driving for 3 hours and seeing nothing but oranges? And the same thing if you go a little bit further east, the same thing with sugar. I mean, U.S. Sugar has Lake Okeechobee, everything around Lake Okeechobee tied up with sugar, and south of Lake Okeechobee. Please check it out. Okay, we'll check it out. I've seen somebody else said that he's building a steam locomotive. I'll have to check that out. Okay, they live Christmas. They live just north of the Lakeland Mall behind Sam's Club. Okay, I'm not quite sure where that is. We was at a mall, but I'm not sure if that was a Lakeland Mall. It was Rock something Mall that we stopped at. Tropicana. Tropicana's the big one, but they got Florida citrus and a lot of other citrus companies Do you like oranges? Yes, I like oranges. In fact, my neighbor has a small orange tree in the backyard. It doesn't have any oranges yet. I got a lime tree. No, not. I got a lemon tree in the backyard and an avocado tree that's going like this. Because of that big palm tree that was there, it went over in my neighbor's yard. Oh, gonna choke me. Oh, do you like oranges? Huh? Okay. Potatoes, yeah. I love potatoes. And I like getting the home fries. There's a place just a couple of blocks from here. It's called Broken Egg. They got the cheapest breakfast. I mean, you get an omelet with home fries and a drink for like $6. So I think we might stop there tomorrow morning. All right. Yeah, there is some good rail fanning there. Where we were was we drove through Bone Valley, and that is where Mosaic is, and that's where they mine the potash, the stuff that they use for fertilizer, and that is nothing but mounds and mounds. Oh man, you can see it everywhere, and tracks everywhere, but you can't get to it. You can't get to the tracks. I mean, right where we went to the Home Depot, there was a CSX line right behind it, and there was some container cars, not container, but covered hoppers. When we went in Home Depot, they moved them when we went out, and we caught the back end of a train coming home, but we were too far away to get up there and get a good shot of it. Broken Egg is yum. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the restaurant's called Broken Egg Restaurant. Tom, I could overnight you a Primanis. What's a Primanis? Huh? That sounds familiar. Wife does a mean fried green tomato. Oh, yeah. And the Sebring Diner down at the other end of Sebring, they have fried green tomatoes. That's a special one of their days. I went there it was on a Friday. I got fish, and Debbie got the meatloaf. She must have had 2 big slices that thick. I'm not joking, that thick. It must have been 2 pounds of meatloaf. I mean, she only ate about 1/4 of it, and then we had dinner the next day, and we were full from the leftovers. In Slippery Rock. Oh, man, I miss Slippery Rock. Oh, boy. All right. Okay, LJL Rail Yard. Glad you could stop by. I'll check out that channel and see what it's all about. Thank you for letting me know about it. We have a place here called Broken Yoke. Okay, so I guess it's the same thing as Broken Egg, huh? But anyway, and you know, last week I told you we was coming up out of Sebring Diner, and we seen that they're building a Wawa over there. Well, a couple of days later, we came out the back road out onto 27 from our house, and on the corner they're building another Wawa. So that's 2 Wawas in Sebring. Oh my goodness! So we're gonna have subs galore. All right, we got Doritos right here, And I'm waiting so I could start eating these things. Okay. It's a Pittsburgh style sandwich. It's Pittsburgh style sandwich. You mean you never had one when you worked in Pittsburgh back in the day? When I worked in Pittsburgh, I did a lot on the south side. I worked at Moncon Railroad that runs through J&L Steel. And so on the north side of the river, there's nothing there. You had Hazelwood, and you had all the hills, going up to Oakland and everything. But we had a lot of yards on the south side, and there was one place. It was called the Real McCoy on Carson Street, and they had the best subs there. And then on one of the streets, we had to go back up. Where the Duke clock is? Back up in there, up on one of the streets, on one of the side streets, there was a butcher up there. And he made fresh kielbasa all the time. And he used to get it up there. But yeah. And then my brother-in-law took me over up on a hill someplace. I can't remember, in Bloomfield, somewhere up in there. And there were some good restaurants up in there. We had some good sandwiches, but I don't know what they were called. I haven't lived in the Pittsburgh area since the 80s. I can't remember, things that I ate last week. Okay. It's making me hungry. Got a lamb roasted tomato. Oh, man. Oh. Google it. Okay. I'll duck go it. I don't Google anymore. Oh, I have a German pretzel waiting for me. I love the soft pretzels. I don't know if they're German, but I love them with yellow mustard. That's the only place I like the yellow mustard, is on a soft pretzel. Okay. The classic sandwich includes 2 slices of Italian bread, grilled meat of choice, melted provolone, vinegar-based coleslaw, sliced tomatoes, and, of course, French fries. Okay. All right, I'll have to look it up. Triangle subs. But, I mean, we used to eat at the Real McCoy all the time, and they had the best subs there. What is a sub or hoagie? A grinder. It's a big sandwich on a hoagie roll. Yeah, was it a sub or hoagie? It's the same thing. And if you're in New England, it's a grinder. Okay, so. All right. Okay, so. Hey, Jim, you're still hanging out here. All right, good to see you. You gotta go down to Sebring Diner. They got some good food there, and it's really cheap. I like it. They got. I said Debbie had that meatloaf there. It must have been about 2 pounds of meatloaf. Okay, so anyway, I'm getting ready to go. It's 25 after 10. That's been 2 hours already. Okay, I gotta put this thing on. Let me make it official. Good night, Jim. All right. Now, let me put this ending thing on here. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and listening to me just ramble about everything tonight. The only thing useful that I had to say on here was about JMRI and what's going to be happening on Wednesday. I could eat a 3-foot sub. Where is your music from? Okay, the music is from... I'm glad you asked, because it'll show up on here. It's from Epidemic Sound. You can see it in the description. So, right there.
Engineer, where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mr. Can we leave this seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl waiting for me there. Well, the night is dark and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been traveling that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. Want that low train to carry me back. About 9, and poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is quiet. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see. For that long old train back.
Roy, my house is a half a mile off the 27.
For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh, train, 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 won't you carry me home? Oh.
Thank you all for stopping by. We'll see you again next week.